Howdy cowdies. Hope you're going good. It's bloody freezing again here, but we've been hard at work. Got another really good little auction together for this Thursday night. Fantastic collection of cereal toys over the back. You've got the little puppet people there, and there's witches on broomsticks and robots and skeletons and astronauts. And then I think you've got some society zoos, the twin packs, 2 of them in each little plastic packet. Good little lot. This is pretty cool. The boxed Nintendo Futuretronics Donkey Kong multi-screen Game & Watch. It's nice with little Futuretronics on the front of the box there. It's got it on the back of the box, and there's a little badge added also to the handheld game itself. Alright, it's just rare to see the Futuretronics branding on it as well. I'm guessing it was like Australian import only. And then we've got the Casio Kung Fu Fight, which is really cool. I think that one just takes a couple of AA batteries and it works. Some really nice gilded Australian sterling silver little sort of cocktail forks. More nice bits of hallmark silver. You've got more nice ladies' watches. Some cool jewellery in amongst here. Some more nice little group of ladies' watches. Nice little old Orifice perfume bottle there with some nice little napkin rings with a little boomerang one. Then we've got some nice bits of furniture this week. Really quite an unusual with little gramophone, like little arts and crafts sort of gramophone cabinet with the glaze section there to keep your pianola rolls or your 78s and the little sort of table off to the side to put your little gramophone on. It's kind of quite nice. Likes the little top there with the gallery around it. What else have we got? We've got this nice Chinese carved table screen. It's really quite nice. There's lots of sort of old paint and stuff on it. Looks to have a fair bit of age. A couple of nice French spelter figural lamps. Nice sort of 1900 ones, and they're all signed and they've got plaques on them, signatures and little foundry mark as well. They're just nice bits. We've got the really nice Italian lamp from the 1980s. That's sort of like a Thai Buddha. It's nice with the original shade, and it's got the back off the shade, so you can sort of put it against the wall, something like that. And this guy's pretty amazing. The big Bretby English art pottery Majolica umbrella stand. It's just fantastic. It's all marked at the base. There's a little bit of restoration. You can see a bit of discoloured paint here and there, but he is pretty damn cool. He's nice as well. Little oak sort of hexagonal little cupboard sort of table with those nice little Tudor rose carvings to the doors, and another nice big Victorian flame, or sort of late Georgian flame mahogany veneer bow front chest. So there's lots of nice little bits down the front. Kind of like this lamp for some reason. It's nice the way the shades open at the back there. Good thing. All right. Good box of CDs. Andrea Bocelli, Madonna, Gwen Stefani, walkabout. There's some other good stuff in here as well. Clannad, Casey Chambers. I think there was a System of a Down CD in here. There you go. A bit of Herbie Hancock, Dave Brubeck. Some cool clothes. You've got this nice ladies' little first stole. Pretty cool SWAT vest. And then you got a big lot of men's and ladies' clothing. This sort of vintage style bomber's jacket's a ripper. Little Fender Rumble 15-watt bass guitar amp. It's got the original swing tag hanging off there. We've got a nice little collection of art and other reference books. Fantastic Planet, Fabulous Beasts, International Directions in Glass Art. That's a nice little catalogue. Animalia, Antarctic Photographs. There's other good books, How to Paint Abstract Art and stuff like that. Understanding and Painting Abstract Art. A box of sort of souvenir stuff. There's some African masks, Egyptian vases, funny little African figures and stuff as well. Big lot of CDs, but they're all missing their covers. There's some good stuff. Eminem, The Strokes, Blink-182, The Darkness, Beastie Boys, Iron Maiden, Led Zepp, Deep Purple, Moby. There's lots of good stuff. So 4 boxes of the Wedding Singer soundtrack. Velvet Underground. There's heaps of good stuff. Big lot of records. What else have we got? A couple of boxes of kids' books, Pokemon guides, and other sort of graphic novels and stuff. Boxes of mixed items. You got big lot of cassette tape albums. a helmet, a hooker pipe, a cuckoo clock, a box of stuff, a Casey Chambers poster and some old street signs. Oh God, that's literally something for everybody. A couple of boxes of Oriental stuff. You've got the nice big Japanese sort of tapestry over the back there. And then you've got little silk mats and some cushion covers and some carved dragons and some samurai figures and geishas and stuff like that. It's a good lot of old clock radios, other radios and sort of audio-visual sort of stuff. Old Chrysler radiogram with a good little cuckoo clock, and another radio. Good little mixed group lot. Big lot of brass and copper items in there, plus the little fire screen as well. Couple of pedestals. I think one's got a bit of a loose top. They're just nice. Unusual little hall table. He's really quite sweet as well. And they're lovely. The big carved pair of the Eastern panels. They're rippers. And then we've got some more cereal toys. You got Wacky Walkers and Zoo Chews, Society Zoos. And there's some funny little ones. Like I've never seen that little spaceship before. It's kind of pretty cool. Little pink little hot rod car as well. All right, so there's lots of good bits in there. And then we've got some more costume jewellery and stuff. Little group of occasional furniture. Really like the homemade foosball table. It's all made by some bloke in his shed, and all the little figures are all painted up and everything. Absolutely fantastic. It's in great nick. You got the old wooden ball there to go with it as well. It's just really cool. Really like it. It's in great condition. I mean, that rod there's a little bit bent, but you know, just means he's closer to the ground. He's hacking, that guy. Cries of London, original sort of, you know, late 1800 stipple engravings, and they're all signed by the artists after the originals, I think, by Francis Wheatley. And then people have come along and made engravings off the originals, and they're all signed by the artists. Big fake yucca plant in a big fake pot. It's actually really a pot, it's just not concrete. Nice little set of 6 Aristoc, sort of real mid-century 1970s chairs. They're pretty good. There's a little bit of damage here and there, but they're pretty good, all things considered. Nice big decorative gilt frame tapestries. There's other stuff down there. What else have we got? Nice big lot of Meccano and easy built stuff. Nice box lot of mixed glassware. There's heaps of good toys and other sort of stuff in these 3 boxes. An old pair of ice skates, chess, scales, piano, some rip-off Mickey Mouse. Another good box of sort of mixed books. Pokemon Deluxe Essential Handbook, History of Footy and Cricket, and other stuff in there as well. Nice big Victorian style sideboard. It's just in great condition, cedar. And this is nice, the carpenter's toolbox with all the tools and stuff in it. Then we've got the cool fire screen with the applied sort of like metal, cast metal coat of arms with the fire curb as well. A couple of good slot car racing sets. You've got the AFX Aurora Peter Brock's Bathurst and the big Scalextrics 500 TT with their 2 motorbikes in there with their sidecars. So all the cars are in there with them. Good things. Good box lot of soft toys, koalas, kangaroos, and these little felt covered ones as well, which probably should be money boxes, but there's nothing cut in them. Another good little lot of old mobile phones and clock radios. This GE clock radio's a ripper. Fuzzy felt circus and heaps of sort of card games and stuff. Nice Singer sewing machine and a spinning wheel. 4 boxes of toys and a big lot of wooden beads and things. What else? Got sort of big group lot, shelf lot with the Myatt. I think it's Myatt part dinner set, the little Masons, cups and saucers, and some bits of Oz pottery as well. Little lot of retro and other sort of airline napkin rings and other stuff in amongst. Another mixed group lot with some retro gear, some Victorian stuff, Oriental little pots. And another group lot, including the Resin Jesus, which has got a sticker on the back from Arthur Daly's. I could be so good to you, eh? But I'm pretty sure it was a store that a bloke was running over in the West about 10 or so years ago. It might even still be running, actually. Just fantastic that he's used Arthur Daly's name. And there's Beswick in amongst there, and the frog jug that everyone likes, and one of the little dwarves, and a little kiwi bird. All right, but you can't go past a plastic Jesus that Arthur Daly sold. Old Conan comic books and stuff, that's a good little lot. Good group lot with the railway magazines and this nice old sort of receipt paper spike folder. It's just a real cool bit. Travel slides and some projectors and viewers. A couple of oil paintings by Stephen Deutscher. One of them's a nice coastal scene, the other one's a little country scene. Some Hercules videos and books, and a Xena Warrior Princess script. It's a great show from the 1990s. Another little group lot with some little carved non-composite little sort of pics and some other things in amongst. Nice big print there. Heart of My People, Chabukai Aboriginal Dance Theatre, Nornie Good portrait, little Brian McGuffey, little diptychs, really nice. Pilbara Red, Western Australia. Just a nice thing. Love this little watercolour of Sassafras 1927, which is signed with the monogram. Janice McBride mixed media. It's like a wax crayon. The curtain, that plastic on top of it's not doing it much justice. Nice little pair of the Mary Watson oils. Just really just nice little idyllic sort of scenes. And then we've got the big Kenneth Lythe oil painting of a beach scene up at Pambula. And then this one. It's a big serigraph. And on the back, Sapphire Princess. So it's been brought from a cruise ship. Alex Porker is the artist. All right, he's a Russian guy. Details down the bottom as well on the back of it. Just a nice big decorative thing. It looks like a painting, but it's what they call a serigraph, which is a screen print, but done with quite thicker sort of inks. Well, it's just a lovely decorative thing. We've got Tracy Island with a couple of Thunderbirds in there. Nice lot of whiskey advertising stuff. Little Olivetti portable typewriter with a nice little portable record player. Big Chinese watercolour there of the sort of warrior monk or something. Another big Majolica umbrella stand, but it is a little bit as found and it has been restored. You can see the green overpaint is not the right colour, and even the white heron is got a bit of damage here, and you can see the white on the feet is completely different to the legs. And there's the whole bottom of it as well as being sort of put back in. All right, just a lovely bit. She's fantastic as well, a nice original J.H. Lynch. The nymph print, a little bit faded, but she's not too bad. Cool bit of Italian, the 1980s Giardiniera. And this is nice, a little sort of painting on the back of a bit of glass there of a sort of traditional castle scene. There you go, we've got the monkey band and choir. This is a great bit. It's a nice big signed limited edition print of a early Mark Spitfire. It's got the big 20mm cannons in the wings. But these are all hand-signed by Battle of Britain pilots. Alan Deere, who was a New Zealander. All right, you've got Bob Stanford Tuck, Johnny Johnson. Who else is here? Douglas Bader's here somewhere. Maybe that's it there, actually. Jeffrey Page, Bruce Wingrove. There's all biographical details on the back as well from the pilots. It's just a great thing. All hand signed by them, not facsimile signatures. We've got Charlie Chaplin. Got a nice cut crystal boudoir lamp. Nice couple of carved ebony tribal figures as well. Kind of like this totem. You got figures going every which way but loose. All right. And then we got a nice big religious figure as well. I think it's St. Francis, wasn't he? The patron saint of kids. Nice old candlestick phone with the bell box, and I kind of like this little centerpiece, which has got restored by Unicorn Antiques with their phone number on it. Kind of like it. Good thing. Boxed Metoy tin toy typewriter. It's pretty much mint in the box. The box is a mint, as you can see. And this is a nice butterfly specimen under the glass dome. And a fantastic little sort of brass metal. It's a little novelty AM radio shaped like Stephenson's rocket, I think, which was the first ever steam train. It's just good quality. All right, we've got the Box Coleco Alien Attack handheld computer game. He's cool, the old Kodak advertising frisbee made by Toll Toys. It's got all the details on the back. Waddle the duck shooting game. You got lacquer band firing guns in there, which are good fun. We've got the Star Wars 12-inch action figure, Wedge, Antilles and Biggs Dark Lighter. I think Wedge made it, didn't he? I don't know what happened to Biggs though. But they're pretty cool. Mint in the box, never been out of the box. Alright, then you got Popeye and Olive Oil, who are bloody causing trouble because I've opened up that friggin' box. There you go, they're just great. Both in good nick. A little bit of paint loss off Popeye's collar. Some decorative swords. You've got the Christian Dior advertising posters from the National Gallery of Victoria Design Store. Big continental porcelain elephant, but there is a little bit of restoration around his head and around his face and the trunks. A pair of sort of novelty decorative rapier swords or something like that with their little squared off ends. And this is a bit interesting. The Balinese Wayang puppet painted on the goat hide backing, which is a bit unusual. And this nice other Balinese oil painting on cloth as well. I think it's like the demon goddess or something like that. A little lot of Australiana, the Golden Age, 2 volumes of Australian kids' books in their slipcover and a couple of nice little tins, including the little McRob one there. Some Dr. Syntax engravings. Nice little mixed group lot. Shorter and Son, I think Australian Florenz or someone, but I think I'm wrong. It might be Braymore, Stewart, and a nice big brass jardinier. These are interesting. The Indian Rajasthan marble hand-decorated lamps shaped like little sort of lanterns. Some good cameras, Kodak, Pentax. Nice big lens in there as well. And these are cool, the 1970s embossed leather Egyptian souvenir handbags, photo albums and stuff like that. Another nice lot of whiskey jugs. Little group lot with a couple of Shorter and Son figures and the nice little terrier dog. Another good little lot with the Bakelite Smith's Clock, the anodised apple and the wall-mountable phone. Little oriental items, little calligraphy sets quite nice. A couple of good Carpenter's planes, Stanley number 4, and the other one I think is a number 5. Some Laurel and Hardy posters. Another good lot of kids gear, Disney puzzles, mash cap, cool little Spider-Man water pistol. It's missing the plug, but it shoots. It's pretty cool. Cool little thing. Cassette tapes, interesting brass mounted plaque, I think from Napoleonic Wars. Another good little group. You've got the pair of the sort of little 60s spill vases and the nice little Brownie Downing wall plate. Another cool little lot of sort of risque gear with some fantastic swizzle sticks. Cool little lenticular matchbox and these mugs with the naked girl handles. Another good little lot with the woofer dog figures with the nice little mid-century, midwinter ones. Some game card sets, all from the makers of Uno. Nice little pair of temple lions. A couple of nice little LED light window panels. Some coloured glass oil lamps. Modernist ceramics, Australian, Israeli, and the big jug. God knows where that thing's from. It's just kind of cool, nice colours and stuff. And then what do we got down the bottom here? A nice pair of these terracotta comedy and tragedy masks. One of them's got the name on the back, Jim Loader or something. Tim Loader or Loddon, looks like, Australia. The Mammy paper towel dispenser's a nice bit, and this heavily carved sort of plaque with a little candle sconce sticking out the front there with a twin-headed eagle. Little retro Japanese polka dot set. A couple of nice bits of art glass. Kind of like these Mexican brass wall plaques. Novelty teapots. Nice little lot of perfume bottles. A couple of Dalton figures. Another nice mixed collection of glass. Recaro, Josephina, the Carnival. Big fluorite vase over the back. And the ant's kind of pretty cool as well. Big ant. And this is nice. Little English, sort of mid-century, blue and white little coffee or tea set. How's it cool as the shape of the upside down handles. Another little lot of European modernist ceramics beyond Wimblad bowls and plates by Rosenthal, and this nice little Arabia dish. And some more nice coloured glass, a little yellow candy jar, probably Empoli. These are Fenton, and that nice big tall specimen vase over the back. And then we've got a nice little Murano little vase here as well with a nice label underneath, made in Italy, white crystal Murano. Some more mid-century ceramics. You got the 2 vases over the back, which are Zurich, West German. Little Japanese cigarette box. Another little West German vase and a bit of Australian Yarra Glen pottery, a little lidded jar. Big Italian Murano mirrored glass tray, which is a cracking piece. A couple of bits of uranium glass. The Art Deco one's got chips off all 3 feet, so we've put it with the nice jug as well. Some more nice blue coloured glass. Nice collection of paperweights. This one's got a fair bit of age to it. Lots of little wear marks and stuff on the base. And that's kind of nice with that sort of abstracted swirl sort of through it. And then we've got some little retro West German vase with a pair of Wade cups. Cool Art Deco canister set. And we've got some nice sort of archaic pottery, ceramics, all with their paperwork from BC Galleries. That bowl. All right, we've got that nice little Crown Ducal all over floral dessert or sweet set. Lovely pair of heavy Recaro art glass vases. Some more, there you go, Chinese Zhao Dynasty pottery vessel. Circa 2070 to 1060 BC China. All right. Nice Caithness art glass vase with that splash of colour and a couple of dolphins. Another nice little bit from BC Galleries Indus Valley buffware pottery vessel. Circa 3300 to 3000 BC. Pretty crazy the fact that it's in one piece. This is a nice bit as well. The Dunhill marble case little Dunhill clock. Mary Gregory, Sevs, Charlotte Reed. The pretty amazing Italian Murano 7-piece glass drink set. Really nice pair as well of the Israeli glass and silver goblets. All details on the bases. It's a nice bit of Julio Santos, Australian art glass, the paperweight. Dalton Figure, the Whiz. Big David Lyons, Australian pottery vase, very much in the style of Clarice Cliff. And it's got heaps of marks underneath, all details underneath it for us. And this is a good bit of mid-century uranium glass, the finish piece. It's got a little label there, I just can't read it. All right, nice little finished mid-century uranium glass candlestick. And then down the bottom we've got another fantastic big bit of Recaro. The 1788, the Death of Captain Cook engravings there. And then these things, which are pretty damn amazing. I love this stuff. Like German Lonitz, I think, is the maker, manufacturer. It's all in the catalogue. Vanessa found them online, found information about them. They're just so cool, very much in the style of Palisade, whoever that guy was, with all the natural animals. You got frogs and lizards and snails and little bees and stuff all over them. There's a little bit of damage here and there, but they're not as bad as they could be. Just they're so terrible that they're fantastic. That's the way I see them anyway. Anyway, guys, hopefully you saw something you liked. That'll do. Be good. See us tomorrow night.